Next on the water, Headington School against Hinksey Sculling School. This is the race to watch now as they go past Temple Island. A little bit of inexperience in these boats, but they will be the wiser for the previous rounds. I think by the time you get to Friday, you do see the benefit of having had a couple of outings on the water, Jim, don't you? Having watched Wednesday morning when it's new to everybody, and clearly training has been hugely disrupted and been limited opportunities to get out on the water over the last, well, 2 years. They're better off for those 2 outings, aren't they? And even young boats from schools, as we're watching now, Headington School and Hinksey Sculling School, clearly a bit wiser, a bit shrewd, a bit more cute on how to deal with the conditions here.
Yeah, and they'll be familiar with the course, although this is Headington's first race to the regatta. They're one of the selected crews of this new event, one of the 3 new women's events to the regatta. And Headington here with a commanding lead, looks like 3 lengths or so. They'll be enjoying that at this stage. A nice, long, loose stroke, all moving together. Ah, that's brilliant. A brilliant example of a crew working really, really well together. That boat gliding through the water. If you look at the bows of the boat from this shot, you'll see it's not checking as the blades go into the water as they start the stroke. It's just gliding through the water, cutting its way through.
So this is Junior Women's 8, as Jim says, a new event for 2021. You have to be younger than 18 on September the 1st last year.
They're only taking 30, maybe 31 strokes a minute, so in their minds the job is done. So this is more a case of looking forward to the weekend for this crew.
They don't want to get too much closer to that boom, otherwise the job may not be done. But I think the Copter's got her eye on that. Knows what's happening.
So there's passing that shot, they're passing Remnant Club, so maybe 2/3 of the way down the course, enjoying this lead of 2.5 lengths.
Sophie Wrightson, the Cop, she's only 16 years old. Won the Met, Marlow, Henley Women's and the Brit Champs regattas in the 8 this year. It's pretty good to have on his CV at the age of 16.
Hinksey aren't giving up though. They're striking 33, 34. They're trying to get back in contention, but I think they're going to struggle against this very good Headington crew.
Well, there's a lot of the race still to go, and things can happen if they're going to change it round, because the 8 races, we've been talking about this a little bit during the week. If you're in an 8, it takes longer to turn the race around, doesn't it? You don't so often see changes in the pecking order, whereas in a smaller boat, single sculls perhaps, or a double, or in the 4s, the race can change more agilely, more quickly.
Yeah, an 8 just doesn't react in the same way, and plus it's much more complicated because you've got 9 people to coordinate in that effort. So, yeah.
Good performance from Headington School up in Oxford, not too far away from where we are now.
So coming into the enclosures. The enclosures starting to fill up now, so they'll have some support as they come down the last couple hundred metres of this race. They'll be enjoying this as they come down now. Great shot, we can see the blades moving together, squaring the blades, preparing for the catch as we put the blade in the water. Blades all going together and crew moving in unison.
Friends and family will be on the bank cheering on the Headington School boat here. Might be early in the morning here in Henley, 20 past 9. They'll have been sure to get here to watch their friends in action. A little bit of a breeze, you can see the flags fluttering in the background.
Just bobbling, the water's a little bit bobbling is what I describe it. So there's a little bit, we saw it in the last race, the scullers just being a little bit put off their balance. They come into the last 250, 300 metres. But this crew coping very well with the conditions.
They'll be here again on Saturday. They'll be hoping to be here again on Sunday. It's fascinating with the school term time in the long distant past now, isn't it? Well into the summer holidays here. They've had to extend their training and interrupt their usual holiday plans to make sure they can be at peak for this week. Headington look like they've done that in disciplined fashion. Headington School coasting along, easy victory for them against Hinksey Sculling School, making it look easy. Over the line they go, very comfortable margin of victory in the Junior Women's 8s. Keep an eye on them, they'll be contenders tomorrow and possibly on Sunday. Now Hinksey Sculling School on their way out.